Interview with the Sun newspaper.
Well, if they do a deal like that, it will most likely, because we'll be dealing with the European Union instead of dealing with the UK. So it will probably kill the deal with, if they do that, their trade deal with the US will probably not be made.
What did you mean by
because we have enough difficulty with the European Union. You know, we're cracking down right now on the European Union because they have not treated the United States fairly on trade. No, if they do that, I would say that would probably end a major trade relationship with the United States.
About 1,000 people are gathered just outside the gates of Blenheim Palace. Our correspondent Duncan Kennedy spoke to the protesters who are voicing their opposition to some of President Trump's policies.
What do we want? Trump out. When do we want to? Now.
The chant, normally reserved for British politicians, tonight turned on the President of the United States. Up to 1,000 protesters gathered outside the front of Blenheim Palace, calling for Donald Trump to leave Britain on the day he had just arrived.
Very beautiful, very nice. All these people have turned out to see us.
There was a pantomime atmosphere playing out in the genteel Oxfordshire countryside, but with a defined edge turned on Mr. Trump's presence.
I think this is against the misogyny and racism, but I am against his politics generally.
And the problem is the man with the policies has absolutely awful policies that are only out to, well, really better himself.
The president may have had his orchestra inside, but the protesters came organised as well. And although one or two tried to slip beyond the reach of the huge security presence here, it stayed peaceful and passionate.
Well, many of these people here have been waiting 6 or 7 hours for the arrival of Donald Trump. They know they're unlikely to see him, and he's unlikely to see them. What they want to do here is vocalise their anger and their frustration at the president's visit.
But even in the midst of this, Donald Trump had a few supporters.
I've come to show solidarity and support to our closest ally and Donald Trump, and to show that he's very, very welcome.
This protest was ageless, diverse and energised. There'll be an even bigger one in London tomorrow. It won't be face-to-face with the president, but the message remains: we just don't see eye to eye. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News, at the gates of Blenheim Palace.